It began with a knock. Not loud, not frantic. Just a single, deliberate knock at exactly 3:17 a.m. The woman who lived alone in the small house on a quiet suburban street awoke with a jolt. Bleary-eyed, heart racing, she reached for her phone. No messages. No missed calls. Nothing on her security camera, except a strange shimmer near the edge of the porch. The next night, the knock came again. Same time. Same sound. She didn't open the door. She didn't even move, just stared at it from her bed, breath caught in her throat. Morning came, sunlight washed the fear away, until she noticed the door had been unlocked. She was certain she locked it. Every night since she moved in. But doubt grows like mold in silence, in the dark. On the third night, the knock came harder this time. Still 3:17 a.m. She crept to the front hallway, phone in one hand, pepper spray in the other. She whispered into the 911 line. The operator asked her to remain calm. Officers were on their way, she said. But as the seconds ticked by, the knock never came again. She waited, eyes glued to the peephole. Nothing. Until the officers arrived. What they found was not a man with a crowbar, not an intruder at the door. It was something even worse, a trail of footprints stretching from the backyard window to the front steps. Not boot prints, not bare feet, but odd, patterned imprints, small, like a child's, but distorted, smudged, circular. Not made by shoes. Not made by feet. She's never had children. The officers did a sweep, no signs of entry. The windows were all locked from the inside. Doors fine. No tampering. No signs of struggle, except for one. In the back corner of the garage, behind stacked boxes, wedged deep into insulation foam, was a tiny hole, about the size of a clenched fist. Recently made. Clean edges. Hollow behind it. Inside the walls of her home, police found a network of narrow gaps, space once filled with insulation, now burrowed. Pressed down and intentionally carved. Someone had been living inside her house. Not just living, waiting. The woman collapsed when told. She hadn't felt watched. She hadn't heard a sound. Not once. But they knew. Whoever it was had studied her habits, waited for movement, zeroed in on patterns. They hadn't planned to steal. Or to harm. No. It was something else. Something quieter. They wanted to be near her. Close, but never seen. It wasn't until forensics arrived that the story turned darker still. In the walls, beneath the main vent system, investigators found notebooks. Spiral-bound, water-damaged, filled edge to edge with words. Drawings. Maps of the house. Pages tracking what time she went to bed, what she watched on TV, what she cooked. They knew when she was sad. When she cried. When she talked in her sleep. They knew she talked to her deceased mother, out loud. And on one page, they'd drawn her. Perfectly. A face framed by the living room window, lit only by the lamp she always forgot to turn off. Police estimated the person had been inside the home for at least 26 nights. For nearly a month, she wasn't alone. They never found him. Whoever he was, he vanished, leaving behind only fragments of his mind, tucked into walls meant to safeguard and protect. His descent into obsession had become architecture interwoven into the insulation of her safety. He had lived alongside her life, invisibly, undetected. And that stillness, that silence, is the most terrifying part. Experts call it the phantom tenant syndrome. Not squatting. Not burglary. Something stranger. Something spiritual in its delusion. A need to coexist without acknowledgement. To consume someone's daily rhythm as if it were church, and she, the unsuspecting saint. It could happen to you. And frighteningly, she did everything right, locked her doors, checked her windows, ran a security camera. What good are locks when the danger seeps through the walls? Follow for more true crime cases that will keep you double checking your locks at night.